I come from Kenya. There's not enough computers at schools, and I saw a lot of computers in offices and in different places in the Netherlands, for example, just going to waste. So that was one of the ideas, to see what to do with those computers that are quite good quality here in the Netherlands, not being used, and I thought they could be useful for children in developing countries, starting with Kenya, for example. The organization is linked to the Millennium Development Goal number 8, which is about developing a global partnership for development, and there are several factors to develop that partnership. One of these is use of ICTs and partnering with private sector in the area of bringing information and telecommunication technologies to developing countries. And what we're doing is basically, bringing ICTs to schools in developing countries.
Deze computer is net schoongemaakt en ik ben de onderdelen weer terug aan het zetten. Harde schijven weer opnieuw erin aan het zetten. Zo. Wat op het moment aan computers binnenkrijgen zijn nog hele bruikbare computers. Het merendeel zijn Pentium 3 computers. En die kunnen nog wel eventjes mee.
I can show you pictures of computers arriving in Kenya and being used in the classroom. Here you see a truck with a container arriving in Kenya with computers, and then there are a few men waiting to offload them from the container. The training is done in the countries by the local people. Our target is to train the young people, because we believe that if you start with a young person, it continues, they grow up with it, etc. But the older people are trained also. For example, teachers of the schools, they equally don't have the ICT skills, and they have to train the students. So it is, both-sided. The feedback we get is that, a lot of the students, when they finish secondary education, for example, they cannot go to university, or they have no money for it, and they can't do anything else. They actually use their computer training certificate to find jobs at offices, which they would never have found otherwise. What Rotterdammers can do to help the organization and to support the Millennium Development Goal number 8 pretty much is to get involved in this kind of activities. And well, there are different ways, often people ask, I'm not an ICT person, how can I be involved? You don't need to be an ICT person. There are several processes to be able to give somebody access to that ICT education. Normally, we ask people to volunteer their talent, which means you can volunteer to be a trainer, so you train a local trainer.